Hello my homies, so over here I have quite a lot of bowls that just arrived yesterday, and I just want to quickly show you all of them, and as I show you, hopefully we learn something from it. Let's not waste time, start with this Spearman Emperor bowl. Now technically Spearman no longer make any more bowl. This one happens to be a warranty unit. I already replaced the customer's bowl, and so since he's not going to make a new bowl, he just gave me whatever he has in stock, and this is what I got. It's a Spearman Emperor, 37 pounds at 28. So it looks a bit different from the usual Spearman because number one, it is missing the leather grip. Number two, it is missing the Stingray arrow pass and the, I believe, some sort of rattan wrap around this area. So here you can see it's blank, bare, just the wood itself. We also have this inlay arrow pass. The riser is this red wood. I do not know what species this is. Normally on the international version we get ash wood. I got no idea what this is. In terms of the clear coat, on the international version they have matte on the throughout the bowl, matte finishing throughout the bowl. In this case we have matte only on the handle, and then on the limb it is, I wouldn't say gloss, it is kind of like a semi-gloss thing because it's not fully like glossy, but it's not matte either. Okay, on both sides. The rest of the Sia does look very similar. The bridge is this red wood as well as this reinforcement on the knock. So on the international version we have, like, I believe it's either ash or bamboo on this bridge here and horn on the tip. So just a little bit change of material, but otherwise it's the same bow. Okay, that's the Spearman Emperor. Okay, next one here, this is an AF, they call it the new Han Fiberglass Bowl, something like that. So the previous Han Fiberglass Bowl is, well, in my opinion, uglier. Okay, it's uglier. This one, they actually did fix a few things. So the handle is slimmer. Okay, the handle is slimmer compared to the old version. So I would say the handle is not the best, but it's a slight improvement over the old one. There is a missing arrow pass though. There is no arrow pass. You kind of have to mark it and decide yourself where do you want to put the arrow pass. There is no arrow pass on the grip. Okay. They also wrap it with this, I do not know what material this is, jute, I believe. But I hate this material, it's very rough. Okay. I hate this material. PVC leather, nothing special, same material again. Now the Sia is the biggest upgrade because on the older version they use mulberry wood and it's very dense and heavy. This one here, I believe it is either ash or maple, so they did cut down on the dimension. It is a lot slimmer, a lot lighter. So I haven't actually shot this bow, but I can feel in my hand that the bow feels lighter now. Okay, it is quite obvious in the hand that it is not as bulky and heavy as the older version. But Fiberglass Bowl is Fiberglass Bowl, and I don't really expect performance out of this bowl. The customer ordered this one just because it is cheap, not because it's good. Okay. Now the next two bowls, this is the AF Tatar Oak. I have two different poundage here. One is 30, one is 35. I'm not going to go into details because I've talked about this bowl before. I just want to show you that sometimes you get different finishing with the oak. Okay, sometimes it's more plain, sometimes has a bit more texture to it, you see. Sometimes have more texture to it. So that depends on your luck. You might get one or the other. Okay, but otherwise it's the same Tatar bowl, nothing special. Okay, now I want to talk about something that's actually more interesting. So yesterday I actually posted on Facebook about watermelon, and this is the watermelon. because it does look like watermelon. Okay, so now let's go into some of the details. Now, on this green curly maple, I've actually showed this before, but on that unit, the way they made the handle is different. It has this rubbery green wrap for the handle that is more like this style. So on this unit here, I got something different. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. Sometimes AF give me something that I don't expect, okay? But this one came in like this. This is a black leather grip. Inlay arrow pass, everything else you can see it for yourself. I'm just going to show you. Now it turns out that all of the curly maple veneer have the cadency effect. So, which is the the changing color thing. Let me just show you with a different angle and let you enjoy. Okay, so see the color changing depending on the angle. So this seems to actually happen on all the curly maple. Doesn't matter what color you pick, except for maybe the blue. The thing is, the blue is very dark, which I'll show you later. The blue is very dark, so it's actually not as obvious. The ones that are very clear to your eyes are the green, orange, and the red, and I'll show you them here. I have all the colors right here to show you. Okay, so you have seen the green. I think I love the green. Green is nice. Okay. Now let me show you the red. Okay, so in this batch, okay, same batch, same order. I don't know why the hell I got different style of grip. So maybe I'm just predicting, guessing that maybe this is from an older batch. It was ready stocked and they just threw it to me, I think, because I have really no idea why in the same delivery batch I got two different style of grip. Why? I don't know. Okay, but anyway, the red one looks like this. Okay, pretty much everything else the same. The grip is different. This one is kind of like a rubbery, I don't know what material this is, but the other one is leather. Okay, now I want to point out about this red. I think this red is quite beautiful. On camera, maybe it's not as obvious. It is actually more pinkish than red. Okay, it is not like the deep red. It is slightly more pinkish, kind of like strawberry. Okay, maybe I should say strawberry. Strawberry, the outer side is quite red. Maybe the inner side of the strawberry is like more pinkish. Yeah, so it's kind of like that. It's slightly more pinkish than bright red. Okay, so you can also see the cadency, right? The color changing. Yeah. So it is quite nice. I don't know how to really describe this red one. It's quite, like right now you see in the camera it's quite brilliant red, but in person it's quite there's a slight pinkish to it. It does look very nice, especially when I put it next to the green. It really look like watermelon. That's why when I put it together, I'm like, oh, I want to write something about watermelon. Okay, so interesting color, and in the future I might actually include more red in the order because I do think that it is quite interesting. Okay, this one here, oh, dense. Okay, so what's going on? This one here is a special made Tatar bowl. The customer requested for this built integrated, they call it integrated string bridge. Okay, if you notice the other two, they had plastic string bridge. So this customer requested for integrated string bridge. bird's eye maple for the veneer on both sides, which is quite classy. Nice stuff. And for the handle, he wants the counterweight, the lead counterweight. So this one here has the full 200 gram massive lead counterweight in here, which makes this really heavy. This is really heavy. But there is some change that I made to it. Notice that there is no inlay arrow pass. So I actually told the customer that when he placed the order to me, I do not want to take any risk. So this is one of the mods that I changed for him. So there's no inlay arrow pass here in order to strengthen this area. And this decision turns out to be right, because just last week I have one of the earliest bowl with the counterweight that came in with the inlay, and I found out that the inlay popped off, because after you subtract what's in the middle, the lead counterweight, the inlay thickness that's left on the two edges here is super thin. It doesn't hold well to the glue, so it popped off. So when you order with me, I usually take into account all these past history problems and all that when you place the order, so that I'm trying to minimize any risk with your bows. Okay, so this one actually turns out to be really good, very heavy. I'm gonna actually draw it just to show you. Whoa! This one here is a 45-pound bow. It's a 45-pound bow, and I'm not sure what's wrong, but my left hand kind of hurt. Been for weeks like that, so okay, next. Haha. This is the Super Sea Chai. Okay, look, right? You recognize that? This is a Sea Chai model. Okay, but not any regular Sea Chai. This is the Super Sea Chai, so that's carbon. This is a orange curly maple. Just now I told you I have all the colors, so I will show you the watermelon. Now I'm gonna show you the orange. Okay. Oh, orange is actually quite nice. I think it works very nice if you have like leather products, because leather products tend to have this kind of brown color theme, and I think the orange goes very well with it. Okay, so what are the things I can say about this one? Well, first of all, just said just now it's carbon, but in this case it's gloss. You can even see my foam reflecting off here. Okay, so gloss, high gloss. I do, however, notice that gloss may sometimes be a disadvantage. It depends on how you see it, because I can pick out there are a few dust speck that attach itself to the clear coat when they were spraying it. So if you look very closely, there's like dust speck a little bit here and there. So that's the disadvantage of gloss, high gloss. Whereas if you pick matte, you don't have this issue. Okay, so there's just something I noticed, that it seems like gloss is sensitive to dust in the air. Okay, so gloss, carbon, and then the nice veneer. Now let's look at the handle. Okay, just for comparison, normally the standard AF handle is kind of symmetric top bottom. Okay, you can see the top and bottom width is almost the same. In fact, the bottom looks somewhat smaller than the top, right? but it's supposed to be the same. But in the case of our super version, we actually have the bottom here larger, obviously larger than the top, so that when you hold the bowl, it feels more natural, where you want a narrow arrow pass, but at the same time you want the bottom side here to feel full in the hand. So I'm just gonna draw this bowl now to show you the profile of the Super C-Chai. The length is about 53 inch. I actually haven't measured, but it's around that 53 inch. The max draw length is about 32. Okay, let's see. Okay, this bowl here is 35 pounds and it's already sold before it even lands, so I kind of have to pack this one soon and deliver it. Hopefully I take some photos and do a few shots before I deliver it. Okay, but it's a nice bowl, and in the next few days I might do an update on this one, because I'm gonna test out how good this is, and how much I like it. Okay, the same customer also ordered this one. I actually updated about this Mazan fiberglass bowl before. So this is a long Turkish Mazan. Have a look at the handle. So usually handles are kind of symmetric top bottom. It's just some of the versions that I have, I request for this side to be larger, but otherwise usually they are symmetrical. Okay, raised skin arrow pass, and this is some sort of rubbery grip. This one here is cork fabric, cork, C-O-R-K, cork. You can pick from a lot of options. There's a lot of different patterns that you can pick from. So this one here kind of look a little bit like birch, but it's definitely not. It's not birch. This is definitely cork. When you order this bowl, you can let me know which one you want. We have a lot of selection. You can pick it. So it looks like this is an imitation horn, so it kind of look like horn bowl, but it's definitely not. The price is a lot cheaper, $150 US. Okay, the Sia plastic bridge. Now this part here, even though it looks like, you know, it might give you an idea that, oh, maybe this is heavy, but this is actually not. This part is actually very, very thin glass, fiberglass, and the part that sticks out is actually just cork. So this part is actually flexible because it's cork. Look. Okay, it's actually flexible because it's cork. The glass is actually very thin only. Okay. This bowl here is 45.5 inch length, tip to tip, and the max draw length is 30 inch. Not bad for a fiberglass bowl. Now let's go to the baby lawns. Blue curly maple. This is actually supposedly to be a standard baby lawn. Okay, standard baby lawn. The customer only requested for the blue curly maple gloss instead of the ash wood. So let me show you the veneer first. Okay, so you see that the blue color is darker, and it makes the shadow, like the lines, a little bit more difficult to see. Okay, compared to the green, the red, the orange, the blue is definitely a bit more difficult to see. Okay. So I hope that actually helps you decide what color you want. Since this is a standard one, nothing special about the tip. This has always been like that. However, because I ordered like 7 super baby lawns and one of the standard version, the manufacturer kind of get confused and just make everything with the same handle, so I end up with this handle. It's not a bad thing. I mean, this is actually a bonus for the customer because this handle is more comfortable than the original grip. But you know, just to show you that sometimes manufacturers get confused, I I don't blame him because there's only 1 out of 8 that's standard and 7 of them are Super Babylons. Okay, over here we have 2 Super Babylon with green curly maple and counterweight. So, oh, by the way, these are the gloss version. Previously, I've showed you the matte version of the Super Babylon. These ones are gloss. So as you can see, and the reflection is quite clear, very glossy, right? The reflection of the glossy carbon here. Okay, the back is carbon, and of course the Super Babylon grip. Okay, and now the veneer. Both are green, pretty nice. But as you can see here, the reason why I bring 2 of them is that sometimes you get like the stripes a bit different. This one here has like the stripes, the stripe density is a lot. There's a lot of stripes, and this one is like more sparse. Let me try to bring it closer. I was trying to hope to show it to you. Right, one of them is like wow, a lot of lines. The other one is more sparse. Both are nice, but you know, this one is kind of like random nature. You get one or the other. You know, this is not something that I can guarantee which one will you get. But it's nice. Okay, just to show you, one of them is £30. Well, this £30 is I guess this time is gonna be really mine, because what happened was I ordered for myself, and then people needed it urgently, and then I sold it off because he needed it urgently, and then I ordered another one for myself, and someone else took it from me. So now this is like the 3rd time I have a £30 green curly maple with a counterweight inside. I guess this time it's gonna be mine for sure. I don't know. Anyway, this one here got a customer as well. This one is a £45. I'm probably not gonna draw this one. I'm gonna show you the £30 instead. I'm gonna draw a £30. Okay. The Babylon is actually AF's most high performance bowl. The bowl length is 59-inch tip to tip with a max draw length of 34. Okay. Okay, I have a bunch of very similar bowls over there, so I'm not gonna talk about all of them. This is just another Super Babylon, but this one is the base version. The base version. That is, when I say base, is bamboo. Okay, carbon here. This is matte. This is matte finishing, carbon here, and then bamboo on the other side. One is a take down, the other one is not a take down, the other one is a counterweight. This one here is a counterweight version. This one here is a take down version. I've actually shown this before. This was from an older video, because this customer ordered 2 bowls, this and this. So I kind of have to wait for this one came first, and I have to wait for this one to come in before I can ship it together. So just to show you that the takedown has Techno-wood riser, and then of course a takedown mechanism inside with a joint here. If you have one piece, you have black walnut, no joint, and there's going to be a lead counterweight inside. Okay, so hopefully this short video shows you quite a number of bowls, and hopefully we learn something today.